Aloha, everyone. Okay. I don't know how people wear these things. Let's see. Wait for some people. Maybe. I think everyone's sitting in front of a warm fire. Even though it's Hawaiian Day at school. Let's straighten that out. Hawaiian Day. Hi, Mrs. Dotzler. Hi, Hadley. Are y'all Hawaiian today? I don't know how people wear these things here. Makes my neck itch. Ugh. It's crazy. It's crazy. A little bit of snow today. It's not going to last. I was looking at the weather and it says it's going to be like 79 next week. Whew. It's kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. Aloha. So we'll just wait for a few more people. Oh, I think I got my lighting a little better today as long as I don't move anything. This is the closest I could find to something tropical. I don't really have any tropical books I found. I don't have any books set on the beach either. So I was struggling. Hi, Mrs. King. Hi, Mackenzie and Jordan and Evan. Aloha. It's kind of crazy that it's so cold outside. Of course, it makes staying in the house a little easier. But, I'm going to yawn. Oh, goodness, I'm so sorry. Hi, Mrs. Fort Miller. Aloha. Hi, Mrs. Espy. Hi, Mrs. Fall. So, hello to Meyer and James and Sailor and Molly and Michael and Joey and Adara and Miles. Hello. Hello, Mrs. Burkett. Aloha, everyone. I have this little flower here in my ear, but it like blends in with my hair. So I don't know that I'm going to keep it there. Oh, kind of drives me crazy. Hi, Mrs. Martin. Hi, Allie. Aloha. I actually don't even have anything Hawaiian. When I knew we weren't going to be in school, I was going to order a Hawaiian shirt. And then I'm like, well, we're not going to have it now. And so I didn't. And I guess I should have ordered it anyway. Aloha, Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith is totally dressed up. Wowzers. She's posted some great pictures online. And then, hi, Mrs. Carter. Hi, Anna. And Kaya. I had to think. So you and Miss Dick always go over and above. Over and above. So. Oh, what? Above and beyond. Above and beyond. Yeah, sorry. Hi, Mom. Aloha. Yeah. So I mean it's got flowers. So I don't know. These things though. They're just, I don't know, they bother me. I'm gonna have to take them off. Hi, Dara. Hi, Miles. Oh, I promise I'm not bored. I'm not sleeping very well these days, so it's kind of crazy. So my hair is like, it's like what, quarantine hair, don't care kind of thing. So Mr. Clarahan's coming downstairs. So, did you need something, Mr. Clarahan?
Lilo and Stitch, Hawaiian music.
Oh, I didn't even think about Lilo and Stitch. I don't want any Hawaiian music.
Okay.
Thank you, though. I didn't even think about Lilo and Stitch. Obviously, I don't know that I could draw. Maybe Stitch. I could have probably drawn him, but, yeah. but instead I found a turtle. So, and our story isn't even about a sea turtle, because I couldn't even find a sea turtle story in my collection, which is crazy. Hello, Mrs. Deese. So no sea turtle story, but I drew a sea turtle. And I'm actually going to watercolor the background instead. This is I use markers on, but you guys use whatever you have at home. There's so many different ways to do it. So I think we've got quite a few people. So I think I'm going to get started. My chair keeps moving and getting all, I don't know. I need to clean up down here some more. Uh-oh, I got all of a sudden. Aloha, there you go. Aloha, Mr. Kumar. That's awesome with Stitch. You know, that, I don't remember when that movie came out. It's been a long time. And it's not even one of my favorite Disney movies. I'm more of a, like, classic Disney. I'm like, Robin Hood is my favorite. And then, of course, you know, there's Alice in Wonderland or whatever. Like, new movies, though, I'm more of a Bugs Life, Cars, Toy Story kind of gal. So, I mean, I like most Disney movies. But, or I guess if we're gonna, I mean, Star Wars is now Disney, so I guess I could say Star Wars, The Mandalorian or whatever, but they're not animated, so I don't count those as the same. So I think Disney's kind of owned everything. So, even though it's a Hawaiian day, I'm actually, these are bothering me like crazy, so I'm going to take them off for now. And I got that, oh, now it's sticking up right there. Oh my goodness. Sorry. It's like a mirror image up there and I can't tell. So Mr. Kumar, so hello. Hi Johnny, and hi Evan, and hi Arv and Amin. So today we're going to read a story about a tortoise, the Foolish Tortoise, which is interesting because normally when we think about a tortoise story, I always think of the tortoise and the hare. And in that story, the tortoise is the smart one, right? Slow and steady, wins the race. He's not being all foolish like the hare. So this I found really interesting because it's a different kind of take. The pictures are by Eric Carle. And so that's, you know, we all recognize Eric Carle stories. Hi, Mrs. Valentine. And then it was written by Richard Buckley. So if you go to the library, a lot of times all of these stories where the pictures are by Eric Carle are all in the Eric Carle section. But in actuality, he didn't even write this story. But he does write a lot of stories. And a lot of times, I don't know if it says in this book, because this book is older, how he did. Let's see. I think it's in the back. Sometimes the information's in the front, sometimes it's in the back. So this story is actually from 1985, which was the year before I graduated from high school. And it doesn't actually say how he made the pictures. A lot of times what he does is he paints paper and then he cuts it up and he like collages it all together. But I think this might just be painted. I'm not sure. I should probably check into that. I really love Eric Carle pictures. They're so vibrant and colorful, and just are so fun. You know, all of the stories are fun to read. So this is called The Foolish Tortoise by Richard Buckley. Pictures by Eric Carle, which means that he's the illustrator, right? So I think I got this pretty good. I got my light better. I'm going to get this down before, like, we're all done with this. So, The Foolish Tortoise. He's got, like, the sun has, like, a sad face, which is kind of weird because I think the sun's usually happy. So there's our tortoise again. All right, here we go. A tortoise, tired of being slow, impatient to get up and go, took off his large and heavy shell and left it lying where it fell. "Hooray!" he cried. "Now I've been freed. I'll see the world at double speed." It looks weird, doesn't he? It looks like a lizard or something if he doesn't have a shell. Though faster, he was not express, and his protection was far less. So when he heard a hornet's drone, the tortoise crept beneath a stone. You can kind of see him hiding right there. A hungry bird came swooping past. He looked so fierce, and he flew so fast. The tortoise hid behind some trees and felt quite weak behind the knees. There he is, hiding right there. He was afraid, right? Because he didn't have his shell to protect him. Hi, Mrs. Tallarico. Hi, Graham. I don't feel safe. There's too much risk. If only I could be more brisk. He headed for the riverbed. A fish swam up, and the tortoise fled. That's a really big fish, isn't it? That would, I think, kind of scare me, too. Along his way, our hero went and almost had an accident. A snake with open jaws slid near, and the tortoise backed away in fear. Well, that's what I would do. It's like Camo, isn't he? That's how I think of what Camo is. A hare, a hound, a horse raced by, so rapidly that they seemed to fly. The tortoise gasped, sat goggle-eyed. I'll never be that quick, he sighed. He wandered on, and the sun rose high. I wish I had more shade, he cried. A sudden thunderstorm swept in and soaked the tortoise to the skin. So he was hot and then he's wet. So that makes him sticky now, I think. The wind rose up, and soon the breeze was bending branches in the trees. The tortoise shivered. Now I'm cold. I wish I hadn't been so bold. There he is. I think I've lost the urge to roam. I think it's time that I went home. Without my shell, I don't feel right. So when his shell came into sight, there it is. Looks like an army hat. He climbed back in and said, good night. There he is. Can't tell if the moon's happy. I don't know, maybe. All right. There we go. It was a quick story, wasn't it? I really like this story, though. It reminds us to, be thankful for the blessings that God gives us. God gave him the shell for a reason, right? To protect him from the sun and the wind and the rain and predators and stuff. Because it's really hard if he hides in there for predators to get inside. So there we go. That's our story today. Like I said, that was a quick story. And today we're going to draw a sea turtle, which really looks the same as my other turtle that I draw. I usually draw a turtle, I think with kindergartners. We do some with some paint. So like I said earlier, this I colored with markers. You could color with whatever. And obviously, your turtle, we're going to draw this one together. But, it's your picture, so you get to take some creative, make some creative choices on your own, all right? I was going to use another word, but I didn't know if anybody would understand that one. So here's my paper. And like I said, I'm gonna draw with pencil, and of course I'm gonna Sharpie, because that's just the way that I do things. And then I'm gonna color with crayon today. Hi, Mrs. Marshall. Hi, Amelia. I'm gonna color with crayon today, and then I'm gonna watercolor the whole thing. I've got kind of a shadow on my paper, but that's okay. So I'm gonna start with the shell of our turtle, and they're not like real round. They're more like this. They're kind of, this reminds me, like if I turn it upside down, it's sort of like a rounded triangle, isn't it? So that's what I'm going to draw first. So, and I want to take up the page, all right, because I like to fill the page. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to kind of start with my shell kind of like this. All right. Oh, you can't see that very well because my light's way up there. I guess I'm going to draw with Sharpie. Okay, I'm going to draw with Sharpie today. That makes me scared, but I can do it. All right, so I'm going to trace my line a little bit more. All right. And then I'm going to come down. You know what else it looks like? It looks like a candy corn, doesn't it? My husband and I went to the store the other day, and it's like all we bought was candy. And then for my birthday, a bunch of people brought me candy yesterday, so now I've got all this candy. It's crazy. Crazy. So there's my shell, all right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another line inside that kind of mimics or copies what I just did. Just like that. All right. So see how I've got that there? Yours can be more round. I think they're kind of an odd shape, I think a turtle shell is. So, and then these, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So a 6-sided shape is called a hexagon, right? Is that right, Marcus? I think it's called a hexagon. I don't know. Someone correct me. Hi, Mrs. Wyatt. Hi, Dylan. I think it's a hexagon. Is that right? 6 sides? I feel like I need to Google that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw one in the center. So I'm going to start right in the center. And I'm going to draw 2 lines like this. And then I'm going to draw like a sideways V on each side. All right? It's a little wonky, but that's okay. And then I'm going to draw just, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the lines down here. Like this. And then I'm just going to connect it like that. Pretty sure that's a hexagon. Okay. And then I'm just going to connect this one to the bottom. It's a little, he's kind of turned sideways. And I'm going to do the same thing up here. Draw a couple lines. And then I'm going to connect it like that. Is it a hexagon? Yes, that's right. Thank you, Mrs. Formella. I thought so. I don't know. All right. And then what I'm going to do is instead of, so I have these, I'm going to connect them all to the sides by just drawing some lines. Like this. That one's already connected, so I don't have to do that one. It's a really cool design. And I believe that every turtle kind of has a different design. I don't know that for a fact. All right, so there's part of my shell. And then I'm going to draw these lines around the side. All right. 1. It doesn't matter how many yours has. There, that's not too bad. All right. So, sort of a Teenage Mutant. Hi, Mr. Sittler. Sort of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle kind of thing, if you guys are familiar with that. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some legs. Well, I'll start with the head. So I'm going to put the head at the top, not at the skinny side, but the tall side, all right, or the wide side. All right. And then I'm going to put the tail down at the bottom. All right, so there's a little tail. And then, so regular turtles have, you know, like they have legs, but a sea turtle has, they're thinner. It's like they took the leg and they squished it, right? And so they're like flat and they're kind of rounded. So I'm going to kind of do that like that. And I'm going to do that on this other side. Of course, they're not going to be exactly the same because I have not mastered that. But they have really long flippers so that they can swim through there. And then on the top, it's going to kind of come out. They almost, I don't know, they kind of look like antlers, I think, up there on the top. Let's see. So I'm going to do that. And then they have a kind of a wavy side there. There's like little, it's like wavy, like little ridges. I didn't plan my picture out. It's not too bad. So, and then their eyes are kind of on the side. I'm going to put their eyes here. And we won't be able to see their mouth because it's underneath. All right. So I'm not going to draw a mouth. So that's pretty easy, right? It's nice, though, because you don't even have to watch me Sharpie things today since I used a Sharpie. So, let's see. What am I? Okay. So I'm going to use crayons so that, because I'm going to paint my background today. So I'm going to color with crayons. And I'm going to use the pearl crayons because I really am liking those the best. Oops, that's right. I broke one yesterday. But I don't know that I have enough greens because I like to use lots of different color greens. What color is this? Pesto. I guess pesto is green too. So I'm going to leave his eyes white, but I'm going to color them white because, like I said, I'm going to watercolor. So I'm going to color that white, his eyeballs, which you won't be able to see. So I think I need another light from this direction or something. I don't know. Might just have to move some furniture this weekend. No one's going to like that when I tell them what I want to do. All right, so I'm going to color in my sea turtle green. Yours doesn't have to be green. It can be whatever color you want. I like green, so I am going to color mine green. All right. And because I'm going to watercolor, I am pressing a little harder than normal. And these are my crayons. And even at school, when we're using the crayons, I mean, I want you to have a good coloring job, so I'm okay with pressing hard. And it is possible to press hard without breaking crayons. But if crayons break, it happens. Okay, so it's Hawaiian Day. My son, here's my cat, or his cat. Look, he's got the flower lay on him. Look at that. Oh, he hates it. Oh, my gosh. Hates it. Oh, my goodness. There you go. Hates it. Oh, my gosh. But my son's enjoying it, so I wouldn't be surprised if the cat pees in his bed later. So. Did you dress up, Mr. Sittler? I don't know if you're still here. You didn't. I don't know if anybody else dressed up. It's not really any more of the teachers dressed up. I have some Scooters gift cards to give away, so to the teachers. No. The cat doesn't need to go to Scooters. He wants to give the gift card to the cat. No. So, my cat totally hates that. I say my cat. It's not my cat. It's my son's cat. He doesn't leave my son's room except to come out here and yell at me sometimes. Meow, 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 meow. So, I'm going to color all of those the one color, and then I'm going to color the other ones a different color. Oh, that's a good green. Doesn't really look pearly. I don't know. It does. It's got a little shine to it. Markers are a lot faster to color with, fill in the space, but that is okay. But when you color hard with a crayon, it does make your hand hurt after a while, doesn't it? Oh. So, but if I use markers, then it's my markers will bleed because they're not Sharpies. So then I would just have a big mess on my paper. So that's why I decided to use crayons. And earlier this week it was National Crayon Day. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't know if that's an official day or not, or if Crayola just created that. My husband's just, it's not April Fool's anymore. He's like, I flooded the kitchen so I can catch a wave. I'm so glad that, maybe you should put those on the dogs and take a picture, Mr. Flairham. I know, blue. Okay, oops.
All right, well, I'm leaving now.
He's playing the Hawaii Five-0 theme song. I do watch that show, but goodness. I'm coloring dark though because I don't want the watercolor to stick to it. So it won't, because crayons are waxy, so they won't do that. Okay. I hope everyone has something fun planned this weekend. It's supposed to get warmer. I don't think it's supposed to snow this weekend. Or even rain, I don't think. Ugh. Oops, I dropped a crayon. All right, and then I'm going to actually pull out some greens out of my other ones too. I'm going to try the metallic greens. Let's see. Because they all look a little different. I think I'm going to like alternate. Can't ever see the metallic part when I'm coloring. I'm going to alternate. Oops. Well, this one doesn't work very well. Goodness. I like patterns in rhyming books. Somebody's messaging me.
It's me.
Oh. Oh, he must have sent me a picture of the cat. Let's see. I made too many squares, so I can't have an even pattern. Oh, man. So I'm going to talk to you about next week, too, while I'm coloring this. So, I'm going to come on Monday through Wednesday for sure. I'm not sure about Thursday. Thursday would have been a school holiday, I believe. So, I don't know about Thursday yet. We'll see. But then I won't be on Friday or Saturday, Sunday, whatever. And then Monday would have been a school holiday, too, a week from Monday. So, I don't know. I will just see. I have so many things I need to get done at home, too. Catch up on my middle school grading and all those things. And then on Monday, though, this coming Monday, so after the weekend, we are going to do something with clay or Play-Doh or whatever you have. If you don't have anything like that, I'm going to post a really cool recipe for Play-Doh. That's a homemade Play-Doh. And I'm also going to post a recipe for air dry clay, which is really cool. And so I'm going to show you what we're going to make. On Monday, I have a story about a rabbit. I don't have it here where I can show you, but it's a rabbit story. And we are going to make, this is one I made with regular clay. We're going to make a rabbit that looks something like this. So this is what we're going to do on Monday. Something similar to that anyway. See, there's a hole. So, if you have air dry or oven baked clay, like you could go, like Michael's and Joanne Fabrics and stuff, they all sell. You don't have to buy anything. The air dry clay recipe is like salt and water and flour or something. So I'm going to make some of that. And then you could use like Model Magic. You could use Play-Doh too. Play-Doh will work. You just can't keep it long term. Let's see. I need another green because I've used these. Used all these greens because I like to have, oops, doesn't want to go in there. So a bunny story on Monday, made from some clay. If you don't have clay or Play-Doh or anything like that, then I will have one that you can copy. That I'll have a drawing one that you can use. I'm just going to use regular green now, I think. Let's see. I'm going to get, here, I'll use these. So I'm making mine all green. And there's some brown in, I think, sea turtles too. They're like green and brown. Ooh, there was a sea turtle in Finding Nemo. I like Finding Nemo too. Finding Nemo is a cool story. Okay. Almost done coloring. My goodness. I forget how long it takes to color with crayon. Alright, almost done. I'm not going to use that one. Oops. Alright, just color his head now. I can't remember what the name of the turtle was in Finding Nemo. Are you looking it up for me? Oh, the mail's here. You can hear the dogs. Crush. That's right. Crush. Did he say cowabunga or he said something?
Squirt, too.
Squirt was a little like his buddy. Alright, so there's my turtle. And then I'm just going to draw in some little wave lines like this with crayon. So that when I paint over, it looks like there's some water lines there. Alright, so I'm going to put my crayons away. I don't want my crayons to get wet. So, I don't know. Oops. I don't know where my... I don't have any comments again, so... I don't know, like, if other people are commenting and I'm missing that. That happened to me last week, too. Where... Oh, there's one of my dogs with his flower lei on. Oh my gosh, he hates that. Look at his look on his face. Not happy. Oh, there we go. Look at that. He's so cute. And then I guess I got one of the cat. Oh, his is brightly colored. I have all these dark colored. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Let's see. I was looking to see because I know that sometimes I don't know. I am not missing comments. Good. Okay. So then I'm going to watercolor the background. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I got my paper on a placemat. I got some water here. I don't need a lot of water because I think I'm just going to use one color. And I'm going to use, so this, you can use whatever color watercolor you want. These are my watercolors. You can also make watercolor. Remember we did that. See, was that last week? I've lost all track of time. Last week I think we made watercolor from food coloring, which actually worked out pretty well. I was pretty impressed. And you could actually just paint with the watercolor or with the food coloring too. It makes it really potent. So I had my brush. Where's my brush? Brush. Oh, right in front of me. And so I have a couple of different colors here. I have, this is like a cerulean blue, so like a turquoise blue. And this is blue-green, or what we think of as teal. So you should always start with lighter colors first. So I'm going to get my brush wet. And I'm going to add water to that so I have a little puddle. You can see the puddle there now. And then I'm going to brush it on. I can go right over my turtle because it's not going to stick because I color with crayon. Even on his eyes, so I can like wipe that right off. And his eyes are still white. And I'm just going to add some of that in there in different places. There we go. Oh, I don't have a paper towel. Let's see. Put it down. I can dry my brush off. Normally, because you don't want to mix colors in your palette, otherwise your colors won't be true. And I'm just going to go over with that other color blue, which is a lot darker. I guess you can kind of see that. I'm going to color Again, I'm just going to color right over my turtle, because I can just take my paper towel and just dab that off there. There we go. I should have put out my metallic watercolors. That would have looked cool. There we go. A little bit more here in the corner there. There we go. And I painted him. I kind of like the paint. I don't know which one I like better. I like them both. And then I'm just gonna wipe that off his body. Even though if it dries, you're not gonna be able to see it, so it's okay. There. Oh, I missed a spot. So I hope that on Monday, well, first I hope you have a great weekend. And then I hope that you can join me on Monday and we will make a clay bunny out of some sort of clay. I will post, I have those pictures. I think I have them right after this. I can post them. If you use air dry clay, after it dries, you can actually paint it with like craft paint. And so that would be really cool. I'm going to make another. I haven't made this bunny in years. See, my hair is all wonky. It's like, I don't know which way that goes. Ah! It's a good thing I'm not going anywhere today because my hair is all... What is that? Oh my gosh. That's like crazy hair. The crazy hair day was earlier this week, so I should have had that going for that day. So, there is my project. That was a quickie one today. The clay one will take a little longer. Just because we're going to learn to make like a little pinch pot. And then we'll make some ears. And we'll give him some whiskers. And he's got a goofy little mouth right there. Give him a little nose. So, that is for Monday. We're going to do that. And I will post... I'll post a picture of him and find the book, and I'll post that real quick with the recipes so that way, if you guys want to join me on Monday, then you can. But you can use Play-Doh. You can use that Crayola Model Magic because it's all basically the same. The one thing that won't work, because I tried just to see, is that sand stuff because that just comes apart. So I just bought my first package of that the other day, and it's so much fun. I love it. My son was playing with it. We like mixed colors, and it was pretty cool. So I think that's it. Oops, I did it again. I keep clicking on the wrong thing, and then it disappears. So yeah, see, and I have my little. I have to put those on for the other thing I'm doing today. So that's it. So I'm going to pray. And then I'm going to go so that we can enjoy our weekend and do things that I don't do during the week. I lost my pencil thing. Although every day kind of seems... it's just so weird. Anyway, all right, so I'm going to pray. Father God, thank you so much for all of your blessings. Thank you for guiding us to this time. Thank you for this time of creativity with these families from school. Lord, we just ask that you show us the way, be a light to our path as we move through the coming days and weeks. Lord, just show us what your plan is if you can. I know all things work together for your good, but the way that things happen is determined by you. Lord, we just thank you for everything. And you know what's all on our hearts. So we just pray for all of these things in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. I think that's it. Thanks for joining me today. And I will see you all again soon. Maybe without crazy hair. I don't know. I have to do something about that. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye now.